Good afternoon. It's 5 minutes to 3 Nigerian time, and it's 5 minutes to 2 in the UK time. Uh, my name is Yvonne Jarvis. I am speaking from Godreign TV, or you can call it Ogosioni TV. And the title of my talking, I usually will give it at the beginning like this, but the people who are used to watching my program, which have been a few now, quite a few, quite a number rather than a few, would know that I always speak about one thing all through, but then I've got some subject matters that I tend to want to speak extensively on. But before I do, I usually have a recap. That is, I go back to all the ones that have been in my broadcast so that whoever is watching can catch a drift. But if you really, really want to talk into this, I will advise you to go back and listen to all the other broadcasts. I'm speaking about what has made my life, what has helped me in life. And it's not just helping me in life. I have used this same principle to help 500 plus drug addicts, alcoholics, and ex-convicts to get their lives back. And this started in 2009 when I started a rehab. I catch them early in prison. When they are leaving prison, I take them in and I help to rehabilitate them with this message that I have, which is from broken to thriving. And all the principles and all the tools I had used for myself. It's not just like I got these tools just like that. Please pardon me when I'm standing up and sitting properly. I've got this cushion that I've got to sit on just to elevate me a little because I'm not in the studio. The studio is almost ready where I should be doing this broadcast, so everything will be comfortable and there'll be less fidgeting. So please forgive me. So the tools are such that it's not just that they have helped me. They've helped hundreds of other people. So much that a rehab, which I only set up to help the community in West Midlands, England, has turned out to become an institution. My main theme is from broken to thriving, like I said. But as I'm doing that journey, I have picked up a lot of tools and a lot of principles in life. Principles are important. Principles in precepts, they are important. They are important. Evangelist Maria Brendant Umo, God bless you. Thank you for watching. Motayo Adigun, God bless you. Thank you for watching. Yes, principles and precepts are really, really very important to follow in life. If you are not a principled person, then you're just doing a gamble. You're just doing a gamble with life. And I'll be talking about either gambling with life or being specific and following principles in life. A principled person, I'll be talking about that sometime, maybe pretty soon. The subject of from broken to thriving, that's my message. We have done what broken is, being broken is. And being broken usually, always, is that, Mr. Evangelist Nkadeshino, good afternoon, sir. Happy birthday for yesterday. God bless you. Long life and prosperity. Evangelist Yinka Adesina, thank you for everything you're doing to help us. So, from broken to thriving. Being broken is not to say that you are down in the gutters. It may be so, and it may not be. But usually, let me tell you, if you are down in the gutters, it's so difficult to get up sometimes. Very, very, very difficult. Usually, people who are that down need somebody to help them. And of course, God is awesome. He will always send somebody to help when that help is really needed. Because achieve, you must. Achieve, let me say that again. Achieve, you must. I'll say that again. Achieve, you must your destiny. If God says this is what you are coming to do here, you will certainly achieve it. But it's only the long roads that you take to it that I want to cut short for you. Not shortcut, but cut short the long road. Because I've always said one thing. If you are if you're privileged to have someone who has gone through certain situations before, it's better to jump on the shoulder of that person, to stand on the shoulder of that person so that you can see further. If I stand now, I can see as far as I can. But if you stand on my shoulder, you're going to have a high view and a kind of elevated view, and you even be able to see further than I do. So when I'm giving the principles and the techniques and the tools that I have used to succeed, because I really have succeeded, you know, a housewife, a black woman in England, doing what I am doing now and being who I am here, it's a lot. When I started the rehab, I just wanted to give something back to the community. That wasn't the beginning of my life. That was like after retirement. Because I've been an accountant and I've had my own practice for many, many years. One day I'll tell you that story as it becomes relevant in what we are discussing. So from being an accountant, retiring, I couldn't just sit alone, because if you know me, I'm not that sort of person that enjoys leisure all the time. I like to be useful. I like to be out there. I like to be active. So retiring in 2009, that was an early retirement. I wasn't old enough to retire, but I decided to, okay, at that time. So don't think I'm 70-something years old. I'm not that old. I'm very young, actually. Well, you're as young as you feel. You're as young as you feel. Let's get on with what I want to talk about. So I started the rehab, to give something back to the community. And I wasn't thinking whether it would, that, oh, I want it to be a household name. I want it to be an institution. I want the whole of the West Midlands or England to know it. Or I even want the Prime Minister to give me an award and the House of Lords to give me an award. I never thought of that, of all those. But I got them all. Believe it. In 2014, I got the Prime Minister David Cameron's award as the UK, so that's like a title for me. I'm United Kingdom's 60th point of light. If you Google me, Yvonne Jarvis, and if you Google 60th point of light, you can read a bit about how I got that title and how I got the award in 2014 for the service that I was providing for the community. I didn't think it would get to that, but obviously somebody saw what I was doing and was amazed how I could put these people together in a house, and I am in charge of the place. I do the workshop, I discipline them. I love them. I take them out on trips. Sometimes I will even sleep. Then I had a room in there, sleeping with criminals, sleeping. I had a room. And, all these things really then put to shame the thought of people about this, about ex-convicts, drug addicts, and alcoholics. I believe they are human beings themselves, but it wasn't like I was bold. I was just following my calling. I was just following what I thought was right, and it happened to be the vision that God had for me. Okay? So I'm giving you the background of why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I just want you to take what I'm discussing with you serious, very, very serious, because some wonderful gentleman whom we call Bishop Femi Ejide, the Lord Primate for Gosioni and God-Reign Progressive, and we call him, he is the father of God-Reign Progressive family. We are the people who are starting a movement which we want you all to join in, so that we can help a lot of people to wake up and become somebody in life. People who have fallen by the wayside, who think, who feel they're hopeless, who feel there's no way anymore. The economy wouldn't even help. Their parents are gone. Their family, they've lost their wives, they've lost children due to drugs, alcohol, and so on. And there's no way they can get all those back. So they didn't even think starting life afresh would be anything in the remotest that could happen to them. So this is the movement we're doing now. We are reaching out to such people. Bishop Olorunfemi Ejide, we celebrated 40 years that he had been behind the pulpit. He is a fantastic preacher, and I tell you, he is a prophet of a superior kind. He really, really knows what to do to help you in solving problems and in getting your life back on track. He does deliverance in a way that is so unusual. He is not just a preacher without power. And you will see that man with audacity. You will see that man with confidence, with knowing. He will be smiling, but what comes out of him is so it's so powerful that whenever I'm listening to him preach, when he preaches, usually he will talk, he will do lots of talks, secular talks, politics. How many Christians, how many leaders, spiritual leaders, do you hear them talk about politics without without Bible bashing? When God has really, really, animate somebody. In Yoruba, I say, "Oh, Jesu ti gbe, o ti gbe wo bi ewu." That Jesus is wearing you like a garment. So whatever you are doing, you're just a garment. It's Jesus that is walking through you. That's how I see this man. He does a lot of help. He does a lot of charity in Nigeria and in some other parts of the country. He has traveled to so many parts of the world. And when you see him ordinarily, you won't even know that he's such a man, such a humble man. He's humble, but when it gets to become a lion, please be careful, because you have your head beaten off. Yes, I call him the lion and the lamb. He becomes a lamb in one moment, but when he is working and when the Spirit of God has taken over him, you will know that that man is a lion. That is the head of this movement that we have now. So we are extending that. Kike Adekunle, thanks for watching. We are extending that opportunity to as many people, to millions of people, We are reaching out in the broadcast to millions and millions of people on Facebook, on social, all the social medias, Instagram, and so on. Um, the If you want to, you can actually follow this man. You can find him on Instagram, and it is Olorunfemi Ejide. If you just look for him on Instagram, Olorunfemi Ejide, or you can look for Godrain, Godrain, Olorunfemi Ejide. If somebody can type it, I'll be very happy. Olorunfemi Ejide, Olorunfemi Ejide on Instagram, and on YouTube you can go to Ogosioni TV. In all those places, you can just see the archives and archives, the list of all the videos and all the broadcasts that we have done so far. So this material that I'm discussing today, Faniyi Akilolu, thank you very much for watching. Evangelist Okewandeja, thanks for watching. This program that we are doing, we believe essentially that when you put every single aspect of it to practice, you are going to surprise yourself. And I won't be surprised because I've used it. I told you, I retired in 2000 and I started a rehab. I've helped more than 500 people. I had an award from David Cameron in 2014, and I had an award from the House of Lords in England in 2014 as well. And even now, there are a lot of other awards that I'm being audited. When you say audited, that is, I'm on the line. They will check, they will do a lot of check about you, make sure you are authentic, make sure you are not selfish, and make sure you have no ulterior motive. Then you will get more awards. So please come with me, and I'll be giving you updates as things are happening in my life. This is what I want. I want your life to be like that as well, to be able to surpass and be better than mine. I want you to be able to say, life is sweet. I want you to be able to say the challenges of life are essential and that you are up to it, you can do it. That is why I'm sharing this, my principles and my tools and my, the ways I just do things, why my life is so easy, why I can smile all the time. And my children are doing well. My grandchildren are coming on now. They're doing well. Friends and family. And do you know what? It's amazing. Now, even the churches that I do Zoom services with, friends that are prayer partners, people will just say they are praying about a certain problem, and that my picture keeps coming to them, and that they believe that I'm the solution to that problem. Can you imagine that? In 1 week, I have had 5. I was in the supermarket the other day, and a lady whom I know her by face, and we fellowship together on Sundays and on women's prayer meeting, but I've never really had any discussion with her. And she called me. I was in the supermarket. Was it yesterday? Yes, day before yesterday. I was in the supermarket doing a quick shopping for it was yesterday, for my grandson. And I had to stop for about 10 minutes to discuss with her. And she said, I believe that you are the one who can help to get a result. For people to just call you out of the blue, people that you're not used to, people that don't even know your story. You think they don't know your story, but I tell you, they do know, because news travel. So I'm getting this from everywhere now, from here and there. You know, people are coming to me and saying that you have built this rehab business. I said, no, I didn't think it was a business. It was just, an outreach, because I got a property and I got people to live in it, and I helped them to get their lives back. I didn't realize it was a business, but that's majorly what keeps me going now, but it's not just what I do. I do other things. And then they say, you can help us build a similar institute or a similar business. Why don't you take it on? I mean, there are so many opportunities that I'm just telling them, please wait till at least till 1st of December, so that I can get my acts together. I can get back and sit down and get a manual for every support that I'm supposed to be giving to these businesses that are running after me, for me to come and help them in consulting or in building up their business or in developing their products. I can do it, and I'm not overwhelmed. Why? Because of these things I have been sharing with you. A human being is extremely, extremely resilient. If you know the potential, if you know the capability of a human being, if a human being could create computer and so on, the human being itself is just more or less using a third of his knowledge. But what will make you to get to your full potential as long as this life is concerned, are those topics that I've been discussing with you. So I would implore you to please go back to the broadcast. Just go to God Reign and all those watch parties that you've been given. Please go back and watch these videos. They are really, really, really useful. Very, very useful. My cousins, who don't even know that I do broadcasts, saw it on Facebook, and they are sending messages to me from Nigeria, from Canada, from Seychelles, and so on, to say, why have you been hiding all this from us? We just thought you were born with golden spoon in your mouth and that everything just fell on your lap. We didn't realize that you've gone through this journey and you've picked all this up all the way, but please, we need something. We need you to structure all this, put them together, and let the world see it. And who has made all this possible? Olorunfemi Ejide, our Bishop, the Lord Primate of God Reign and of Ogosioni. He insisted that you need to do your part. Everybody is doing their part. The ones who are preaching are preaching. The ones who are evangelizing are evangelizing. The ones who are just praying from morning till night are doing their prayers morning till night. And the ones, he who is setting captives free, in deliverance and in counseling, wonderful counseling, he's doing his bit. He said, do your bit. Share all these things. And don't just do it with business people. Do it with everybody, with the layman, with ordinary people. You'll be surprised, he said. You'll be surprised how many people will pick it up and run with it. And I hope you will. Faji Okpe, God bless you. Alfred Komolafe, God bless you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching. Please share this, and just love the program, please. I need that. I need this message to get to as many people as possible. I'm not charging for it. I just want to see people, have a mindset that will set them free and will give them a lot of freedom, financial freedom and life's freedom, really. Yes, this thing I'm telling you, you need to listen and you need to do it. Yes, you need to do it. Thank you. So from broken to thriving, we have done how to move from broken. Being broken is to say enough is enough. There's got to be a way out. There's got to be something else. There's got to be a way out. I've got, life, there's more to life than this. I've got to find a way out. When you say I've got to find a way out, that's the place of brokenness, okay? And the next thing you do is you pray. You pray. You pray or you meditate. There are many ways of meditating. I shared how many ways, you can actually be still, and just do by self-inquiry, which is to say you get to the real you know, false identity. You identify yourself with this, with that, with this body. You identify yourself with your status. You identify yourself with your marriage, with your husband or wife. You identify yourself with what the community think of you. Identify with yourself because you have been an ex-convict. Nobody would want you. You think that is it. No, those are stories. You wrote the story and you're an actor in it, okay? And you can change that story, and that is what all this is about. So in prayer it's you really going within and having a dialogue with yourself, a dialogue with God, with the real you that never left God. So when you do that, you keep yourself still and you listen to that still small voice. You listen, and the intuition, you follow your intuition. You follow the kind of advice that you are getting from having kept yourself away from all these problems, and sit and just relax. Afraid, go for a walk. Go for a walk in the park, in the woods. Go swimming. Don't talk to people. Just be by yourself. Don't even play music or anything. Just be by yourself. And then you will know that the sort of voice that is speaking to you, it will be your voice, but it will be so gentle and it will be so clear, and a lot of thoughts, will just fizzle out. They will fizzle out because you are not paying attention to them. You are not even paying attention to anything. You just want to be. Have you ever heard people say, let me be? Let me be. Don't impose anything on me. Don't project yourself. Don't project your interest, what you want me to do on me. Don't project. Just leave me. Let me be. Let me be. Just accept me for what I am. And you say this to people, let me be. You say it to yourself as well. Yvonne, let me be. Let me be. And there you will hear divine assistance, divine words that will be of great help to you. Another way to do it is to go to your prophet, to go to your spiritual leader, who will prayerfully consider. You can fast, you can do so many things, but that place where you are broken, you cannot do anything until you get to a place where you spiritually do an MOT check on yourself. And when you get an answer, you say, well, okay, I need to move, because I can't just sit here praying all the time. I can't sit here fasting all the time. There's got to be something I've got to be doing. Okay, now I've got an inkling, I've got an idea what to do. And what do you do? Whatever you do, make sure as you're doing it for the love of all, including yourself. That means that I will gain, you will gain, everyone will gain. If it's not for the good of all, that thing will not survive and will not last. Remember, I think it was on Saturday when I talked about the things that are eternal and the things that are perishing. Okay? So if you're authentic, a lot of things you do there are eternal. They are eternal because they reproduce themselves. You know, you do something in love, which is for your good and for the good of others. Other people will talk about you and will, will start coming to you for solution, for more solutions, like they are coming to me now. I tell you, everybody's coming to me for my children. My children, my children. They are coming. I say, Mom, what do you think about this? Oh my, you know. So that's being authentic. Then you will check the program you are running on. Like I said, people from age 0 to 7. Most people, the program has been put in. A child, all that you are going to be living on, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding you are going to be living on will be given to you from age 0 to 7. I watch my grandson when he messes up everything, my cleaning materials and all that. And I said, bye. I want to leave the place because I need to get on and do some things in the house. The first thing my grandson will do is start picking all those mess and putting them back where they were before. You know, picking them back. And this boy is 1 year old. So once I realized he's picking and putting back, I would prevaricate. That is to say, I would stop. I wouldn't go quickly away from him. I just hang around to give him enough time to pick and put everything away. Pick and everything away. So where did that boy learn? 1 year old, I say. 1 year old. Where did he learn that when you've made a mess, you put them back? You tidy up. So from age 0 to 7, we've been programmed. But unfortunately, that program is not enough. And a lot of times, it's a lot of limiting information that we have got from the people around us. The exposure, what we picked up from that neighbor, what we picked up from the workman that's coming to the house. Children are so receptive and they can see, they know everything. You know, you think they are not hearing you, but they do. You know, you think they are not seeing, but they do. You know, and if you have grandchildren like my own who are so vocal like I am, as soon as you say it, they will repeat it. They repeat it over and over again, and that has become a part of them. You know, so which program are you running on? We've done that, and then we discuss about who you really are. Are you this image that is talking to you? Are you Yvonne Jarvis? Am I Yvonne Jarvis? You know, am I mother of those children? Is that what I am? No, those are the parts I'm playing. You know, I play many parts in the drama of life. And you play many parts in the drama of life, but don't let one overshadow the other. You know, you have to service all the parts. You're a wife, you're a lover, you're a girlfriend, you're a boyfriend, you're a husband, you're the church leader, you're a teacher, you're a neighbor. You have to service all the grids. You can't concentrate on one and leave the other behind. Today, it's my preaching hat I've put on. I'm not teaching today. I just want to preach. I just want to wrap everything up. Because this week, tomorrow, I still have my grandson. And I'm handing him back to his parents. They've moved from London to Herefordshire. And I've got to drop their son, their only son for now, the 1 year old, back with them. I took him from them so that he would not be in their way in settling in their new home. So I take him back tomorrow, and then it's back to the drawing board. And this broadcast is going to be really, 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 really intense, because I'm going to be taking you through the Bible The way I started is to show you, how to move from broken to thriving, and the ways, the steps to take. The steps to take. A lot of other steps we've even developed that I haven't discussed with you, because by the time I'm discussing with you, I'm having further discussion with you, especially when we are relating to the Bible, and I'm showing you the Bible passage that goes with what I have been teaching, even the stick man presentation that I did on the board, and the way I talked about conscious and subconscious, what the Bible says about it in Philippians, the book of Philippians, and so many other books. The programs you are running on, how you can change your own program, how you can renew your mind. Renew your mind. The Bible talks about it, and who you really are. Who did God say you are? We would take everything step by step, and with the Bible, I will just get the Bible passages. I'll give them to you. I'll say, well, broken. This is what the Bible says about being broken. Bible passages, you can go and read them, but I will just do a talk on it. Then about prayer and about listening, hearing the voice of God, I would do it with the Bible passages. I'll give you the Bible passages. I say I'll just list them. Then being authentic, doing everything, whatsoever things are lovely, pure, and of good report, and so on. Authentic, the program you're running, or how you can actually use the program, how God sees you to program yourself, and then who you really are in Christ, and then for you to learn things that are perishing and things that are eternal. And then the topic which I should have started today, which I'm going to do tomorrow, about letting go. About letting go. So because that topic about letting go is what I want to do tomorrow, I just want to give you an introduction to because that, I don't even know. Maybe I'm going to just stay on it throughout this week, because it's so important that I help you. Oladele, Ọlọ́run ayé, Ọlọ́run ayé. What a lovely name. Okay. Oluwafemi Peters, God bless you. And Roti, you're watching again today. Thank you so much. Ladele, God bless you. Ọlọ́run ayé. Is that correct? Did I call it right? Oladele, please say yes if I called your name right. Ọlọ́run ayé. Okay. God bless you. God bless you. Idowu Musari Kasumu. God bless you. Thank you for watching. Please share with your friends, because we are really going to have a wonderful time here. I just thank Olorunfemi Ejide for giving me this opportunity to reach out to you people. And very soon you are going to we are really going to become family. So this letting go, like I'm saying, we are going to dwell in it maybe for this week. And this letting go is going to be superimposed on every other steps that I had ever spoken about. For you to realize one thing once and for all, that as you are going, you're doing things in life, no emotion, no feelings, no matter how depressing it is, or no matter how exciting it is, they go like smoke. No feelings ever remains. And what the damage we do to ourselves, letting feelings, feelings that want to go, we bring it back, unnecessarily, and it's not helping us. It's not doing anything for us. So by the time we talk about the letting go, the art of letting go, I call it the Sedona method. Sedona method. Very, 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 very powerful. If you never, ever, ever, ever use any other principle, if you hold on to that Sedona method in everything you do, you'll be amazed how you become. I've got a group on Facebook called Becoming Masters of the Universe. You can join that group, Masters Becoming, if you request, if you go there and you see the group Masters Becoming Masters of the Universe. If you want to join, I would, you will abide by the rules. If you say you abide by the rules, I will let you join. This letting go will make you a master of the universe. Nothing will by any means bother you. God says, do not worry what you shall eat or what you shall wear. When he says, God that takes care of the flowers, the lilies in the valley, in the fields, and the birds in the air, how much more you will understand when you start to, when we talk about this letting go, and we start using that principle of letting go, and we would relate it to the Bible as well. So when I was getting feedback from my mentor, he said, oh, you're particularly doing motivation and you're teaching, and I want you now, to take them into the Word of God so that they can realize that the Word of God has got everything you're talking about, and that it's not another motivational speech. Of course, he knows that's what we are going to do, but he needs to remind me all the time. And what a fantastic mentor that is. And that is what I would do with you as well. I will remind you all the time that let the Word of God be the mirror that you look at yourself with. Let it be the ultimate. Let it be what does everything in your life. But at least then you will know how to apply the Word of God, that it's going to move you and let you do exploits. So I will read this to you, and as I feel, I will just expatiate on some words. I will read, this is my introduction to my YouTube and my training documents, and I just want to share it with you so that we can be on the same page. I hope the charge is going. Yeah, because it just tells me that the battery is low. Listen, please, listen. Just listen, please. How I help ex-offenders, drug addicts, and people with substance misuses discover their ultimate self to improve their lives in 30 days. When I say 30 days, I mean 30 days. In 30 days, they come and they can go. But a lot of times they don't go. They will stay a few months. They can stay 6 months. Some have stayed a year, But when they stay, they want to help other drug addicts as well. They want to help whatever was their own predicament, and they have got the handle of it now. They want to go and help other people out there. Folabi Adekunle Busayo, God bless you. Thanks for watching. So how I help ex-offenders, drug addicts, and people with substance misuses discover their ultimate self to improve their lives in 30 days. I'll put on my reading glasses so that I can see better. Yeah, I can see better now. The tool, as I call it, that I use is so profound and effective. Lester Levinson's startling discovery, that's the man who discovered that art of letting go, the tool of letting go. Lester Levinson's startling discovery gave me the epiphany in my journey to the infinite, where I have always been without realizing it. In this video, we are going to examine what Lester realized and share the fateful decisions that have led me down the path to a full spiritual awakening. This is what has led me to full spiritual awakening. Lester Levinson's message was always that we can, and anyone can, you can, Jane, you can, everyone can, okay? He says you can, anyone can do this. Everyone can reach spiritual enlightenment very quickly. Shall I talk about you or talk about me? What is the difference? You, me, no difference. Because we are one, we are connected. We are all in the same boat called life. In Lester's own words, that's what he says. We are all doing the exact same thing that I did 11 years ago when I stepped into this blissful knowing that I can change lives. And I've been changing lives ever since. We are all destiny changers when we come to allow ourselves to truly be. We are all looking for the highest beingness, the ultimate place, the highest knowing position ever. The list is endless. Looking for this place, looking for happiness, joy, peace, and all what's not, apparently, where is it? Well, back in 2009, I found the peace. It is right where I am. It is right where you are. And all this looking for it everywhere, every day, year in and year out, is such a waste of time. Why? Because it is right where you are. We are all in this classroom called Earth, trying to discover the ultimate. We are looking externally. If we will only turn one direction back upon ourselves, we will discover that it is where I am, where you are, right in your own beingness. I say you, yes. You say yes, I say yes. I say that is it. Do nothing else but that you'll be in the ultimate state of happiness. Why don't you just do it? Why don't you just be in the ultimate state of happiness? You are so habituated in looking for happiness over there, down below, up above, here and there, and you are looking for it in him, in that boyfriend. You are looking for it in her, in that girlfriend, or in that boss, or in that job, or in the drug, alcohol, in money, in material things, religion, seeking validation, seeking approval from even your next door neighbor who does not even like you, and you don't even have anything to do with them, yet you are seeking approval. You want them to see you dress up, you want them to see you buy a new car, and you have no relationship whatsoever with them. Please don't mind this, my reading glasses. I like it. I hope you do. So we are all going into the same trip of where is happiness. We are trying to find happiness. Where is my fulfillment? Where is my rest? When we stop chasing for it out there and we turn inward, we discover that all these negative, hard, turbo feelings are only feelings that it is possible to get rid of all these feelings by releasing them. And all these feelings are subconscious programs kept in us. Every one of them for surviving. So what he's saying is that there are programs that have, I told you that we are programmed from age 0 to 7. So a program has been there that keeps you for surviving. So you are in a survivor mode all the time. Survivor mode all the time. They keep us all the time looking out there, trying to survive, to keep our minds active subconsciously 24/7. So never for one moment do we stop thinking and discover who or what we are. If you could just stop your thinking for one moment, you go through the most tremendous experience there is. That you are totally of this universe in your beingness. That when your mind goes quiet, you'll automatically see that I am the most terrific, fantastic being that ever is in the universe. When you realize you are the most fantastic being, you realize that, wow, you've been thinking that the universe has got to deliver, and suddenly you realize that you are the most fantastic being. And that will be the position where you start to plan your life. Is it not better to be there when you're really confident of yourself, when you really know the truth about yourself, when you know that you are actually the most fantastic being as a result of all these discussions that we've been having in the universe? Would that not be a better place to start sorting out life? What keeps us from remaining on this most electable state? That is simply the accumulated program called feelings. So there have been so many feelings. Oh, don't touch it. Oh, it will burn you, this and that, All those feelings, they have instilled so much fear into us. So much, don't do this, don't do that, that we become like zombie. You have to put yourself in a straitjacket to walk through the life. No, life is not like that. So all these negative feelings have kept us constantly struggling to survive, constantly keeping us looking away from this awesome being that we are. All we need to do is quiet our mind. And then we become self-obvious to ourselves. And we realize that this tremendous loving being that we are. Remember the dimension of love that I was talking about? How do we do it? I say it is simple. By release. You just release. Any thought that comes to you, just release. Just let it go. Just let it wash over you. So I say this is the most effective way to achieve this high state of being, where we are in total control of our universe. I've nearly finished, so don't be bored. I'm going somewhere with this. Some days you are going to do this releasing. When we start tomorrow, when we start to dissect all this all through this week, you are going to realize that the power to get rid of all the strongholds, all the bottlenecks, the things that you call devil, Satan, you say witchcraft, all these people that are using witchcraft won't be able to reach you when you get to that place, when you really know about letting go. And that is what we are going to be discussing. You discover that you are the greatest, that you are whole and complete, and you are eternal. All your fears of dying disappears, and life is so comfortable after that. And there's no struggle whatsoever. After when you have realized how to let go. Even good feelings, you can let go of good feelings. When you let go of good feelings, it gets bigger. When you let go of bad feelings, it presently disappears because no feelings actually is attached to you. I have said many things today that will puzzle you and you say, oh, what am I taking away from here? She's touched this, she's touched that. She said she's going to superimpose the Bible. She's going to use the Bible passages to explain things. Yes, this is like a housekeeping talk today, So please just stay with me. You will notice that I'm using candle today. Okay. I'm doing it because we have to remember that we are the light of the world. Jesus said it. It's funny that it is Jesus that was the first ever to say that you are the light of the world. He was sent into darkness to shine forth the light. And then he turns around to me and say, I am the light of the world. So every time I do my program, I would like, just to remind us that that is what we are. We are the light of the world. And there's no point us being selfish. Say, I'm shy, I cannot do much, or I'm useless. When you use all those kinds of words, you are being selfish, really, because you are sort of thinking too much about yourself rather than think about who you are created to this earth to be a help and a support for others. I've always said everything you have belongs to others. You are a custodian. And the more you give, the more you use what is in your possession to take care of humanity, the more you get. Some of us are not worried about money, and yet we give a lot. That's where I would want the people who are going to join us in the movement. By the time I do an invitation, I don't know when. I'm doing everything by the Spirit. There'll be an invitation, and there are people to join who wants to join this movement. They should. There's a way we are going to do it. You'll be hearing of it in due course. So please keep watching. Keep watching. Rukayat Esther, God bless you. God bless you there. Esther Taiwo, God bless you. Thanks for watching. Yes, let me just tell you a little bit about candles, what they stand for, the colors. Black candle is for protection. Okay, protection. White is purity. Brown is blessings. And it helps your pets to be calm. Pets. Your pets will thrive if you have pets. I don't have. My husband won't let me have one. My children won't. I love having cats, but I don't have cats. They won't let me. But when I see people's cats, I tend to love them. Orange, creativity and justice. So if you're thinking to be creative, to think deep about something to do with your life, or you're an artist and you want to be creative, or you are having a court case and you want justice to be done, or even you are probably justice of peace, and you are praying before you go to your magistrate seat, just lighting an orange candle can be very helpful. Purple is for spiritual matters and power. purple, purple, purple. Okay? And yellow, it's in intelligence. Intelligence for you to have a sharp brain, you know. Well, just if you are going to be doing some academic things, especially for students, just light a yellow candle and just keep yourself still, quiet before the yellow candle, and don't think of anything. No gimmick, Rest your mind. Rest your mind. Just let that mind not be there with you at that time. Rest your mind. Don't fall asleep. Rest your mind. And don't worry about your studies or anything. And when you get up from there, you just go and look in your books. Go and start doing that assignment, or go and start doing that difficult account that you've been struggling with. Yeah, and things will just get better. If there is no sun, if the day is very dull, some people suffer from depression. They call it sad seasons. I don't remember. Sad, anyway, it's called sad. When there is no sun, this time of the year, when places are dull, you see them so depressed. If you light yellow candle, it will help you. Then pink is for love and friendship. I'm here for love and friendship, so it's likely I will be lighting more pink candles because I love and I love friendship, and that is the stance. That is where I'm coming from. I want us to connect together in love. So that's why I choose pink candle. Blue is for focus and for forgiveness. Okay? And red is passion. I thought I should just share that with you. So today is a different kind of broadcast I have, and I hope you enjoyed it. Just take today as just us chatting. And tomorrow I'll be bringing you this talk on letting go, and I'll give you the Bible passage that would key it in for you. So thanks for watching. I love you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Bye.